Hey everybody, I'm here to do a little Q&A with Perfect Square to clear up some questions that many people have asked us already and give you a better idea what the product is and what you're going to get. So the first thing that I wanted to mention is that absolutely everything you need in order to perform this effect is included for you. In fact, I think we're the only company that actually includes Rubik's Cubes. That way you don't need to go out and buy Rubik's Cubes. So everything from the Rubik's Cube to the gimmick is included in the package. You don't even need to go out and buy anything extra to construct the gimmick. It's all ready to go. Now, the second question that I get, and this is from people that already have their own Rubik's Cube routines and are curious whether they're interested in buying this, is if their cubes will work with the gimmick. And the truth is, it might work with the gimmick. And that concern normally comes from wanting a speed cube for people that are more experienced with Rubik's Cubes. And if you're worried whether your speed cube will work or not, you're just gonna have to try it and see. That being said, it's not gonna be difficult to go out and find speed cubes that do work if you absolutely need that for your performance, right? That being said, we include 2 perfectly fine cubes to get you started, and that's all you'll need to perform this effect. The effect itself, again, is basically one Rubik's Cube is entirely shuffled, one could even stay on the table, and the effect could be that they matched it to the one that's been on the table the whole time, and then all the sides match, or 2 people shuffle it, and then you take one, the other person shuffles the other one, you take them back, and then you show that all the sides match. That's the first effect. The second effect, of course, is being able to solve the Rubik's Cube yourself, one-handed, without looking, let's say. Something like this, right? And a lot of people are curious, how does this require no Rubik's Cube knowledge in order to do? And that's a very valid point, because it does seem like something that's very complicated. But the truth is that it really is not. And you absolutely do not need to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube at all to perform this. And you may be thinking, well, what if it gets shuffled in the wrong way and I'm stuck in performance and I don't know what to do? And luckily, we have a solution for that, which would happen before or after performance. But in performance, there's actually no chance, if done correctly, for anything to really go wrong. So there's a bit of a learning curve with some Rubik's Cube movements that you need to learn, but it's in no way related to actually solving a Rubik's Cube. You do not need to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube in order to do this trick. So rest assured, it's a pretty simple trick to do. Small practices will get you going. More importantly, you do not need to know how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Of course, if you do, you might open up other possibilities to choreograph it with routines you're already doing or want to do. But for what you see, that's what you get. No Rubik's Cube knowledge required. Another thing that people ask us often is, how is this different than other Rubik's Cube products on the market? And the Rubik's Cube product most related to the one that you see here, Perfect Square by J.B. Dumas and Michael Lamb, is a product by Gregory Wilson named Rubicon. And what he does is basically the exact same routine, or very similar routine, where the sides match and one is solved. But the gimmick in play here is kind of an improvement of Gregory's gimmick, and it's a different gimmick. And on top of that, it's much cheaper than a Rubicon, which is quite expensive. I believe it's over $150 if you'd like to get it. Now, other Rubik's Cube products, like Cube 3 is a very popular one by Stephen Brundage, has nothing really to do with what you get here with Perfect Square. That being said, I recommend Perfect Square to many people that have Cube 3 because there's a lot of things that you can do together with them. But it is a pretty much one-of-a-kind gimmick for anybody looking to do Rubik's Cube magic. But what I love the most about it is I basically never did Rubik's Cube magic because I don't know how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and to be honest, I didn't want to put the time to learn how to solve a Rubik's Cube. But this gimmick really solved a lot of problems, and it really is a self-contained routine that requires no knowledge that you can do and really give the illusion that you're very skilled with Rubik's Cubes, and also a very magical effect happens throughout that process, right? Also, it resets very, very, very quickly. In fact, you could absolutely do this while strolling. It would take you 15 seconds to reset. You can get it even faster, and you could really just kind of do it back to back to back to back. So hopefully we answered all your questions regarding Perfect Square to kind of clear up the fog for some of the people that were curious. And if that answers all of your questions and you're interested in buying this effect, it's available on theory11.com.